Don't lie to me. You were expecting a jump scare, weren't you? Hey guys, Dan from Multiples the Grey, Dandalf the Grey, and happy Halloween. I wanted to make a quick video. I don't know how long it's going to be. It might be short, might be long. I don't know how much I'm going to ramble, you know what it's like. But I wanted to make a video about the psychology of horror and music. In the past, I don't get these comments quite often, but in the past I used to get the odd comment asking me, why don't I put creepy music in my videos? And my answer was because I'm not trying to be creepy. That was my simple answer. Now those set of clips you just saw there, even with Animal in him, because he is a creepy guy, that Animal guy. Even with him in it, with the music, it was very creepy. Even with him in it, who out of all of you was filled with a bit of dread and a bit of expectant fear because of the way it was presented? And this is why I always put like funky or funny music. Sometimes it's annoying, but I like that kind of stuff because I'm not trying to be creepy. Music is everything when it comes to like horror films, TV shows, YouTube videos. It's everything. And this is why you always get creeped out by those top 5 ghost channels. Because obviously they bring up a set of clips. And a lot of them are extremely mundane clips. But with a bit of music tweaking, a bit of contrast lowering, and stuff like that, you can make it uber creepy. And this is why I put the funny stuff in. So if I was to show you now that exact same set of sequence with funny music in and colorized like they were originally, you'll see what I mean. Now, do you see how mundane and stupid they are when they put some funny music over? Pretty cool music, if you ask me. And, colorized and stuff like that. The atmosphere, it's all about atmosphere. And this is why I've had comments come to me in the past say, about the music. They say they're so happy, they're so glad they found my channel because they're no longer scared of these videos when they watch them with my stupid music over. And mood is key. Mood is everything when it comes to these things. And this is why I always say, I've said this quite a lot in the past. If you watch any of those clips in a different context, you will not find them scary. And that's the way it is. That's the psychology of fear. The psychology of horror, I should say. This is why I love that kind of stuff. It's all about creating like an atmosphere, a mood. When you want to make a horror film or a horror clip, you darken it down. Maybe make it black and white, because black and white's creepy for some reason. You put the creepy music in, the oozing dread-filled music. And this is why I do the exact opposite when I make my stuff. Unless I'm making, obviously, like a short film or something, obviously I'll make it creepy then. But this is one of the things I try to show when I'm watching, like Nuke's Top 5, Slapped Ham, Spooks, Chills, King Frostmate, all those kind of stuff. A lot of the clips, they are good. Don't get me wrong, they are good, but there's a lot of them, like 90% of clips you see on these top 5 channels are the most mundane, stupidest clips you'll ever see on YouTube. But it's the music which gives them the creepy factor. Like for example, I tell you, if we look at some stuff, Nuke's Top 5 does it a lot. And like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not against it, but I'm just trying to show that in certain contexts with a different atmosphere, they are not creepy. They're not scary. They're not scary clips, if you know what I mean. For example, let's have a quick look. We're gonna have a quick look at a clip from Nuke's Top 5, who are Abuad. What's his name? Abu something? Abuid? I don't know. Nuke's Top 5 clip now. And he's got the creepy music coming.
precisamente por donde está Cookie.
Who's Cookie?
La vez pasada
So you see what I mean when it comes to the context of music. Music is everything. I'm a big music guy, not chart music, but like atmospheric. I love movie scores. I love video game scores. I like everything. Everything to do with music in video games, movies, and TV. It's one of my biggest things when I'm watching something. If you have the wrong music, which I've watched a lot of films and a lot of TV shows, and even say video games, for example, if you have the wrong music, that ruins the entire mood of whatever you're watching or playing. This is why I always have that funny, stupid music in. I'm not a creepy channel. I don't think I am, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. That's just a quick, the psychology of horror. In fact, I tell you who goes into this quite a lot. Really good, actually. You want to know a channel which goes into this quite well, a lot more detailed than I do, and I really enjoy his channel, corderyfx. If you want to, he covers a lot of movies and goes into the tricks, and he even goes into the music of certain things, and he hates jump scares in movies, I should say, which I do as well. I'll link his channel down below. Go check it out. It's a really interesting channel. And he says the same thing I've always said myself, that when it's a video game, I love horror games. I don't know if you noticed. I love horror games. And I also play a lot of horror games with jump scares, but they have to earn those jump scares. If they're cheap jump scares, they're crap. It's the same with movies. This is why I didn't like a lot of the horror films like The Nun. I thought The Nun was rubbish. I was really looking forward to The Nun, and I watched it, and oh my god, it's just a jump scare fest. If you just have jump scares without the horror, that's all you're getting is a loud noise. That's all there is a loud noise. This is why I don't like jump scares in horror movies. Like, if you want to see some of the best horror movies, The Shining is one. Hereditary, I know some people don't like that. I think it's one of the best out there because there isn't a single jump scare in that film. It's all about the oozing atmosphere and the dread. When it comes to video games like Fatal Frame, it's called Project Zero over here, but video games like Fatal Frame, Silent Hill, those kind of video games, they don't rely on jump scares. There's the odd one or two in those games, but the majority of the game is just setting up the horror and the dread just through music. And the music is one of the biggest things to set the tone for what you're watching or playing. Other horror movies which come to mind, which are, in my eyes, bad horror movies, simply because they're just one big jump scare, loud jump scare, is like La Llorona. That's another guilty one. The Paranormal Activities, the later ones, the first two Paranormal Activities were actually really good, but then after that they just became a jump scare fest. The original Blair Witch. Now some might not like that, but when that first came out in 1999, I believe, it done horror really well. It had a good marketing campaign for a start, but if you watch that film, The Blair Witch Project, there isn't a single jump scare. If you put funny music in that film, thinking about it now, there isn't even that much horror in it. But it's the context. There's no music in that film whatsoever, but it does horror right. So there's one example where there's nothing to do with the music. It's just the Blair Witch. But yeah, this is something I always tune into when I'm either watching a film or I'm watching a YouTube video or I'm watching a Top 5 Creepy channel. Is one of the things I listen to the kind of music they use. And in my head then I try to imagine like Bugs Bunny music or something like that. Something stupid, something funny. And it always changes the entire mood of what you're watching. So I just thought that's interesting. That's just something I wanted to point out of why I don't use creepy music unless unless I'm like making a short video. But this is the biggest reason why I do not use creepy music in my videos. It's because it changes the mood, and I like to have fun in this place. So anyway, it was just a short video of the psychology of horror and music. Like I said, I've linked corderyfx down below. Go check out his channel. It's a really interesting channel. I enjoy it. I enjoy his videos, and he goes into some of the more deeper into the psychology of horror and music and just jump scares in general. That was a short video, I know, but you know, I got a lot of stuff to do, unfortunately. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these quite often. And leave a comment down below if you were creeped out by the stupidity at the beginning of this video, even with the dreadful music. Like, I'm gonna guess you were. And if you weren't, well, fair enough. But you see what I mean. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back sometime soon, very soon. Don't know when, don't know how. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.